Hey guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing you a review of a movie I watched recently. I think it was kind of the sleeper movie of the week, um, Into the Storm. I called this a ripoff of Twister in my unboxing video, but I think this movie was more of a ripoff of, what do they call it? Ghost on the Brain. I've been watching a lot of Ghost Adventures. Storm Chasers. My wife's a big fan of the show. She's the one who wanted this. I don't know why. She's a little obsessed with tornadoes. But so I felt like it was more like a ripoff of that because if you've ever seen it, there's the one guy, I can't think of his name, and he's trying to film the IMAX tornado movie, and I think his tankish vehicle is called the TIV, I'm pretty sure. And so they built kind of like a tank in this, and the guy is filming a movie, and I remember he has that window thing on the top, and theirs had that. So it had a lot of elements from that TV show, Storm Chasers. So this movie is obviously about people chasing storms. They're trying to film tornadoes. They're trying to study tornadoes. They're just trying to get more scientific data because apparently, not just according to this movie, but as a whole, we don't know a lot about tornadoes. They're very hard to predict. We don't know why there's more of them lately or why they're so severe. And that's why a lot of these people are trying to study them. They want to find out, what causes a tornado? How can we warn people when tornadoes are coming? So let's start with the cast of this movie. Richard Armitage, who you've probably seen before. And then I don't think I had ever heard of anybody else, but I'll just run through some names real quick. Sarah Callies, Matt Walsh, Max Deacon, Nathan Kress, Alycia Carey, Arlen Escarpeta, Jeremy Sumpter, Lee Whittaker, Kyle Davis, John Reep, and I think that's the majority of the main cast in this movie. It is rated PG-13 with an 89-minute runtime. So this movie starts out, as two groups of people. The groups of people chasing the storm and another group of people in a city getting ready for a high school graduation. The main guy, he's got this meteorologist, or they don't ever necessarily say. I don't think she's a meteorologist, but she's like in a chase vehicle, and she's got like screens everywhere with different weather related info on them. But she doesn't ever seem to know what's going on with the weather. She's never like, yes, okay, I predict a tornado is gonna happen. She's watching the Weather Channel, and the Weather Channel's like, yep, there's a tornado. She's like, there's a tornado, we gotta go. So, like, what is the point? Like, the guy running the whole thing could not pay her and just watch the Weather Channel himself. Like, I don't know. She's pretty useless in that sense of the movie. Now, the main character of the movie, he is the assistant principal and the dad of two of the other kind of main characters. And he's worried about the storm and getting ready for the graduation, and then he finds out his one son is trapped, and he's basically on a mission to save him. He ends up teaming up with the tornado chaser people, and this movie had a lot of downfalls. First off, which I find the most confusing, they couldn't figure out exactly which genre they were going for in this movie. People are walking around with different kinds of video equipment, camcorders, professional cameras, all kinds of like SLRs, just tons of cameras, and a lot of the movie is seen through the perspective of those cameras. Which, okay, it's a documentary style or found footage style or whatever you want to call it, because this movie is filmed more like a documentary. But then there's times when there's a camera running that nobody is running. It's not seen. It's a production crew camera. It's not one of the cameras you see in the movie, which I think kind of takes away from it. It makes it a little confusing. It's like, well, who has this camera? Why is it all of a sudden there's an extra camera? And to me, that took away a little bit. Next up, the acting in this movie is pretty bad, along with the dialogue is pretty bad. And for the first half of this movie, I thought it was terrible. I thought it was really bad. Now, it wasn't all bad. It did have a few things going for it. Effects. To me, I thought the effects were really good. I thought they looked amazing. There goes my alarm. But I thought the effects looked amazing. And the second half, I felt like the acting got better. The story got better. There started to get to be a lot of action. A lot of craziness going on the screen to keep you busy. And the characters, really, you started to care about them. And they were, their characters in peril. And you felt sad for them. And, you were worried. And I felt like it got more tense, more suspenseful. And then I started actually enjoying the movie. So, I wanted to give this a decent score without going too high. And I'm going to go ahead and agree with IMDb users on this one. I give this one a 6 out of 10. I thought the second half really picked it up, and if it wasn't for that, this would have got really low scores. But I think it's a fun movie. It's gonna pull on your strings a little bit, on your heart, and I liked it though. So I think you guys should check it out if you haven't seen it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos. And if you guys get trouble getting notifications when my videos are going up, I have my Facebook and Twitter listed in the description, and I always, post a link on there. So be sure to follow, and I'll see you guys on the next video.